Hello and welcome back to Paranormal Reactions. In this video we will be watching a video uploaded by MindSeed TV. MindSeed TV in my opinion is the scariest paranormal channel on YouTube. These guys only go to super duper haunted places, and if you enjoyed this video, go check them out. The link will be below in the description. With that being said, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like and subscribe. Let's get it.
I'm going to set a movement trap here. Can you give us any kind of audio sign that you're here with me right now?
I'm a little nervous, man. These guys, they only upload the scariest paranormal shit ever.
This is where Mina appears. She's been caught on camera. She's been seen in the windows. Would you like to start by telling your name and the property that you own?
Sure, my name is Heather Madison. My husband Robert and I own Graestone Manor, bed and breakfast in Gasport, New York. Yeah, we've had a couple really bizarre incidences happen. Well, not a couple, more than that I would say, but people have been scratched and touched. We had a couple that came in from out of town. They're about 3 hours away. She wanted to come here for her birthday, but her boyfriend at the time really didn't want any part of it, but was like, okay, I know you're into this kind of stuff, so we'll go for the weekend. And he was just going on and on about how this is so dumb. He said all of a sudden his back started on fire. And he's like, well, I can't, he's like, something's on my back. I feel like something, he thought it was a bee or something. He didn't know what it was because all of a sudden his back was just burning. They lifted his shirt up and he had all these scratches down his back. There's an older woman in that red room who watches you when you sleep. He said he woke up, knew where he was, could look around, and then he said he couldn't move, couldn't talk. He thought he was screaming his wife's name. Yeah. But his wife poked him and said, hey, thought he was snoring or whatever. Yeah. And he freaked out because he thought he was screaming her name, but she said all he was making was just this weird guttural sound. Like he was hardly making any noise at all.
Like he was stuck in that dream state.
Yeah, and he totally freaked out.
Sleep paralysis. Dude probably seen
These people
the old
were not
lady or
paranormal
something.
investigators, so they've never done this before. So I was showing him some equipment, and we happened to go out on the basement where it's very active. We were sitting at a table, so it's me, the husband sitting next to me to my right, and the wife was sitting across from me. She keeps saying that she's getting touched. So something was messing around with all the equipment in front of her, was lighting up, and then her arm was getting touched. And then you hear her husband make a joke. Mm-hmm. And then you hear this man laugh at his joke. The husband's got like a little higher voice. Yeah. And he says this joke and then he goes, haha, like he chuckles, but then you hear a man laugh with him and then continue to laugh.
Oh shit, they got the EVP.
He says, sure, we'll try it.
I think he wants you to take your shirt off.
Whoa.
So it's that ha 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 ha, that long laugh. The weird part is he's echoey, and it sounds like three men laughing. And you hear the husband go, ha ha, we didn't laugh.
And then there's a whole right there.
The long drawn out laugh is the one that is the spirit.
I think he wants you to take your shirt off.
That's crazy. There's like 3 different voices in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
You would think that there was another man in the room with you guys, but it was just him.
Oh yeah, and plus that spirit laugh is weird and echoey too, so it doesn't sound like our voices while we're talking.
Yeah.
Screw you.
This was caught in the green room. That's the room right above us. You actually hear a man walking around, and also you hear their paranormal music box go off. So something triggered the music box to go off, but then you hear the man like limping and walking, and you hear him say, "Screw you."
Whoa.
Damn.
So
Screw you.
Like he's super mad.
Wow.
But yeah, that red room, there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of sadness. People feel like they can't breathe, like they're being strangled. And then there's the kids' room, that's like the vortex room. People feel very dizzy in there. There's a child spirit in there, Ben Root, Curtis's son, who's buried outside by the tree on the kitchen side, a little 4-year-old.
There's a 4-year-old buried by the tree outside.
There's like 15 people. There's a graveyard out there too.
And it was built on a graveyard. That hand at the end is pretty creepy.
So before we go in, why don't we bring the viewers to the outside cemetery?
Yeah, that'll give us an opportunity to check the windows for the apparitions they talk about.
There was an outside cemetery area, and we wanted to just show the viewers what that looked like, so we did a quick walkthrough. It's freezing out, man.
Yeah. Casey and I started our walkthrough outside at the spot where all of those ancient gravestones were unearthed.
Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't
Big
like
time.
that when they were by the house.
Apparently, it's Iroquois legend that as you approach a sacred burial ground, the wind will pick up.
Let me try to keep this out in front of me. If there are any spirits that are present out here by these burial grounds, you can come close to us. You can light up the device in my hand. We're not here to harm you. We're just here to communicate. You can let us know that you're present.
Here's the old tombstones.
Oh, yeah. So this is a small cemetery of people that died within the house.
That's a lot of wind.
They were buried out here. And then, over this way, was where the Indian burial grounds were. There was also these cornfields off to the side where we were told was a burial ground as well. She said they've got EMF spikes out here, right?
She also had mentioned that when you start to get close to their plots, the wind will pick up almost.
Yo,
just
the
like
wind is gone.
There's no way that it can only be windy in this spot and nowhere else, you know?
So if this thing goes off in my hand, it will let us know that you're present right now. Which would be very nice if you'd like to communicate with us. Can you let us know that you're out here?
Oh god. That's not like some gentle wind. Yeah, very odd.
Eerie feeling out here.
Definitely eerie.
Massive
field.
field.
You can't even see to the ends of it. Let's go walk through the house. Let's let them see the house.
Okay.
We did the initial walkthrough of the property with the EMF detector out. So just so the viewers know, we did do an interview earlier with the current owner. That's why you'll see some of our gear and stuff is already here. But we're gonna do a entire walkthrough right now and show you guys what we're dealing with in here. So
What kind of cameras
this is the
is he
dining
using?
area.
Also,
This guy's camera looks nice
Show
and
them
looks
this
super
here?
clear. This one's a little
Talking about the
pixelated.
cursed mirror.
the cursed mirror.
So this mirror is
Oh, it's his
supposedly
phone.
cursed. We got a backstory on this earlier.
Apparently, people see reflections, especially when they're standing in the dining room and they look in here.
Yeah.
They can see something pass from one side to the other.
So in this living quarters here, this is where her name is Mina, right?
Mina, yeah.
Mina. This is where Mina appears. She's been caught on camera. She's been seen in the windows. Mina, if you're here right now, would you mind coming close to us, lighting up this device in my hand? Oh, wait, this is an important room. So this is the room where Mina died in. This is where she had her bed. A lot of people have said they've witnessed stuff in this room. Let's have a seat for a sec. You can have a seat over there. Let's just see. Maybe go lights out.
Completely?
Yeah, just flipped off one time. Mina, can you come close to this device right here? It'll start blinking. It will not harm you in any way. It's only to let us know that you're present. It will not harm you in any way. It's only to let us know that you're present.
Yeah.
Can you make it light up once or twice? Can you give us a sign that you're here? Hear that? Hang on, leave the lights off.
Oh, wow.
You hear it, right?
Yeah.
Hear that? Hang on, leave the lights off.
Oh, wow.
You hear it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cat.
Oh, gotcha. There's a black cat that was eating right there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he was munching on food. Debunked.
Okay.
I heard something crunching in there. He looked at me like a deer in the headlights. Alright, let's go up.
Them steps can't creak anymore, huh?
This room definitely feels colder. light this device up. Can you come close?
The spirits seem to be watching from a distance for now.
We started doing a spirit box test in the dining room area. And we were hearing very strange noises. We had to stop the spirit box a couple times.
Casey and I are in this very strange room. Antique furniture, antique pictures. It's already like an eerie setting. We're listening to the spirit box as close as we can, and we both hear what sounds like it comes from behind us. If there's someone present with us, can you make that noise again?
Sounded like someone moaned a minute ago. Can you do that again?
That was me. That was me.
It said Mina. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Exactly.
He wants to leave. Mina, is that you? At this point, Colton and I decided to split up and do some solo testing. So I went to the basement of the property where a lot of people have heard EVPs
Oh my
played
God.
back on devices.
This guy got balls of steel, because I would not go anywhere in a haunted location by
So I
myself,
already set up
period.
my light down here. I'm just going to change the camera lens. And I'm going to set a movement trap here in case anything does try to enter this room while I'm in here doing my EVP sessions. I had a coffin music box which basically detects any kind of energy around it, and it starts playing music and blinking whenever something gets close to it. It's going to be interesting. Colton went to the second floor where there's a little kids room with all sorts of dolls in it, and there's supposed to be a lot of activity in that room as well.
Johnny.
So the
Johnny.
first name that comes across the obelisk when I turned it on was Johnny and Don, the first names. Apparently, whatever resides in there does not like when you close the door. It needs an open portal for itself to transfer to whatever its other spot is in the house. Well, there's Johnny and Amy written on the wall right here. If Johnny or Amy are...
Can you please come close to this voice recorder that I left on the table and say something? Can you give us a message? Can you whisper something? Can you give us any kind of audio sign that you're here with me right now? Okay, that was something.
Run.
If that was you, can you please come closer to that device on the floor?
I feel like the door's gonna
If
slam.
you come close to it, it'll just start playing music. It's not going to harm you. The really creepy part was when I asked whatever was present if it could move closer to the coffin music box, and it did. If you come close to it, it'll just start playing music. It's not going to harm you. Can you please make that device? Wow.
I'd shit myself.
Whoa. That is fucking creepy.
There's obviously some energy in this room. I'm going.
Run.
She also had mentioned that if you do close the door, sometimes people will hear the door handle rattling. Sometimes people will see the door shake. And I went in there to do the EVP session, and what I caught was exactly what she had explained to me. There's obviously some energy in this room. I'm going.
Yo, his reaction says it all.
The second time I thought I heard the door handle jiggle, I opened the door, and there was no one there.
The first time, he said. What made him leave that room with the dolls and then instantly walk into the other one? He must have had like a feeling to just walk in there. So I would have walked down, I would have looked left and right and then went back into the room.
Hello? Is there somebody present with me right now?
I was communicating with someone, either Johnny or Jenny. She stated through the obelisk that you could sense my aura. The way you can communicate with me through this device is the side closest to me is yes, it'll light up green. The side furthest away from me will light up red for no. I'm going to ask you very simple questions. If you're willing to communicate with me, just stand on either side of this device.
I feel like the door's gonna shut.
You were extremely active when I closed the door. We heard you don't like being closed in here. We can see by the old latch lock that was ripped off the door. It must have been removed for a reason. Do you like that we're here trying to communicate with you?
These guys and the fucking Ouija board. That's one thing you should just never touch.
That just started swinging on its own right behind me. It made like a knock noise. I heard a knock behind me and I looked, and this was swinging, and I didn't touch it. Did not touch it. No bullshit. I was just sitting here like looking at this right here, and I heard, and then I looked back and this was going like this.
Hmm.
It's well known for being haunted. Many people have gone there and investigated. A lot of these places that we've gone to this season
That's
are
it?
well-known haunted locations.
This house is experiencing a high level of very consistent activity.
Plenty of paranormal teams have caught evidence in there. We caught evidence while we were there, so I would definitely say that this one on the books is a haunted property. And you could see from all the footage that we captured and the images that we got, there is no doubt some unexplainable things happening on this location.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that reaction. The video, it was scary, but it wasn't that bad. They have some scary shit. Not gonna lie, like bone-chilling scary. This one, on a scale of 1 to 10, my professional, just kidding, not professional, but my opinion is about a 4 out of 10. Not that scary. It was pretty. It was kind of like if I was there and it happened to me, I'd shit myself. So, I guess it was pretty scary. Well, if you enjoyed, please subscribe and like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you on the next one.